The Treasure Island. Arthur was a simple fisherman who lived in a small seaside village. Every morning before the sun came up, he would set out in his small wooden boat, hoping to catch enough fish to sell at the market. Arthur loved the quiet of the sea and the gentle rocking of the waves. His life was peaceful, but little did he know that everything was about to change. One morning, as the first light of the sun sparkled on the water, Arthur saw something strange floating in the distance. Curious, he rowed his boat closer and found an old glass bottle bobbing on the waves. Inside the bottle was a piece of paper rolled up tightly. Arthur carefully opened the bottle and unrolled the paper. To his surprise, it was a map. The map looked very old and had strange drawings on it. There was a big X on a small island far away, and under the map, in faded writing, were the words, "The treasure of Solara Isle awaits." Arthur's heart started to beat fast. Could this be a real treasure map? He had heard stories about hidden treasures left behind by pirates, but he never thought they were true. Excited and nervous, Arthur decided to follow the map and see where it would lead. He packed some food, water, and a shovel into his boat and set off on his big adventure. The journey was not easy. But Arthur held on tightly and managed to stay safe. Along the way, he met a funny parrot who had escaped from a passing ship. The parrot, which he named Jasper, became his friend. Jasper loved to squawk and seemed to enjoy pointing his beak toward the horizon, as if guiding Arthur. After many days of sailing, Arthur finally reached Solara Isle. The island was beautiful, with golden sand, tall palm trees, and clear blue skies. Arthur pulled out the map and followed its clues. The map led him to a quiet spot on the island, where he found a large rock with a strange symbol carved into it. According to the map, the treasure was buried right there. Arthur grabbed his shovel and started digging. Arthur dug for hours. Just when he thought he might be digging in the wrong place, his shovel hit something hard. His hands trembled as he cleared away the dirt and revealed a wooden chest covered in moss. The chest was locked, but the old wood was weak. Arthur managed to break it open, and what he saw made his eyes widen in amazement. Inside the chest were piles of gold coins, sparkling jewels, and shiny treasures of all kinds. There was also a small leather book with a strange symbol on its cover. Arthur opened the book and realized it was a diary. It had belonged to a pirate captain named Elias Blackthorne. The diary told the story of how Captain Blackthorne had collected the treasure during his adventures. But in the end, he decided to leave it behind on the island, hoping that whoever found it would understand an important lesson. True treasure is not gold or jewels, but the memories we make and the kindness we show to others. Arthur sat on the beach, looking at the treasure and thinking about the pirate's words. He realized the journey to the island had been more exciting and valuable than the treasure itself. He also thought about how he could use the treasure to help others. When Arthur returned to his village, he didn't keep the treasure for himself. Instead, he used it to make the village a better place. He fixed old boats, built a new school, and made sure no one went hungry. The villagers couldn't believe how generous Arthur was, and they admired him not for the treasure he found, but for the good he did with it. Arthur became a hero in his village, and his story was told over and over again. People loved to hear about the fisherman who found a pirate's treasure and used it to help others. Arthur's life was no longer simple, but it was full of happiness, and he knew he had found the greatest treasure of all. Like, share and subscribe for more stories.